remember that messed up blood sugar is the second point on the triangle of disease. It follows a messed up digestive system. So pretty much anything can happen when you have a messed up blood sugar system. And it doesn't have to be diabetes, which is your second point, Spanky. It doesn't have to be diabetes. The diagnosis of diabetes is arbitrary. It is just picked out of a hat. Not quite as bad, but it's based on statistics and numbers, and then they guess. So you don't have to be diagnosed as a diabetic to be suffering from what's called blood dyscrasias, or messed up blood sugar. Dysglycemia, messed up blood sugar. It's on a continuum. It's not like there's a cutoff point for diabetics. So pretty much everybody can rest assured after the age of about 35 or 40, they're on that somewhere heading towards diabetes. They call it pre-diabetes. You know, technically, 1 out of 3 Americans are either pre-diabetic or diabetic. So the point I'm making is everybody benefits by strategies that lower blood sugar and strengthen insulin, which is pretty much every single thing we talk about on this program. The Bergamax is made with flavonoids from bergamot. I haven't talked about it for a while. How did you hear? Did you hear about it on this program, Spanky?
Yeah, I heard the one doctor that you had on there, I think, last week, and then I said, well, I'll go ahead and get it. And like I say, I always read the labels, you know. And that's
you don't have to have. You're gonna have multiple benefits from that. You'll have and pregnenolone too, by the way, does the same thing. Pregnenolone, and I got a lot of phone calls from people who can't pronounce it. So let me just go over that real quick. Not for you, Spanky, but for other folks. Preg, as in pregnancy. Preg, nen, like Ben, except nen. Pregnen, and then alone. Pregnen alone. Just so if you're out there listening, so you know, don't sound silly when you talk to somebody about it. Pregnen alone. Not talking about you, Spanky. It works. Pregnenolone works for metabolic syndrome as well. Absolutely. These are all, everything good for you will work for metabolic syndrome. The Bergamax in particular is made with the bergamot fruit, but it's made with a special process. The Bergamax people are from the University of Calabria in Italy, I think it is, and they are bergamot specialists. They're the formulators of the Bergamax product. This is why I put it on my website, brightsidehealthproducts.com, by the way, brightsidehealthproducts.com. The reason I put it on the website is because I was so impressed by the fact that the people who patented and formulated this particular type of bergamot are the ones who are getting funded by the Italian government to do all the studies. They are the bergamot experts, and they came out with a special process for extracting this, the bergamot, part of the bergamot that's got the active ingredients, and the products on the website, brightsidehealthproducts.com, and people are not only losing weight and not only improving the markers of metabolic syndrome, but feeling better. And that's the bottom line, is people feel better on the Bergamax. Have you started taking it yet?
No, that's why I haven't taken it yet, because I said, well, let me ask.
Take it.
I always want to ask. And then on the pregnenolone, I always go to my local health food store, and I ask them, I said, where's your pregnenolone? They said, right here. And I said, well, let me read the label. So I'm reading the label. I said, men who have enlarged prostate should not. I said, oh, wait a minute.
No, not buying it. You know, that's legal mumbo jumbo. They got to put that there. They just got to put that there. No, it doesn't. No, pregnenolone is not going to affect your prostate. It's extremely benign and extremely mild. Pregnenolone itself, that's highly, almost impossible. I mean, I don't want to say impossible. Nothing's impossible, but very, very unlikely. And considering all the benefits you get, French fries will enlarge your prostate more than the pregnenolone. Way more.
I believe that.
And that's really the problem. Yeah, absolutely.
Can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
Sunscreen. When I read the labels, I was like, I don't want to put that garbage.
You don't. You're Spanky. You are a smart man. Are you in the health business at all, or what's the deal? How do you know so much stuff?
No, when I was young and stuff, I was always into training and working out.
Good.
Reading the health stuff, and my grandpa's probably the one who got me started on it, and I'm always reading, you know, on the vitamins, minerals, and
always read
stuff like that.
Good for you.
Always reading.
Good for you, man. Now, here's the deal on sunscreens. They are nasty. Now, sunscreens are not sun blocks. There's a distinction. Sun blocks are like painting your skin. Zinc oxide is the most important one and the best one because you're getting zinc and it's actually healing for the skin, but they also make something called titanium dioxide. Both of these are pigments. Like paint is a pigment. These substances are pigments, and they don't literally literally paint the skin, but they have the same kind of effect. And the sun rays bounce off the paint or bounce off the pigment. These are neutral. They're not chemically active, or at least nowhere near as chemically active as sunscreens. Sunscreens go by the name octylmethoxycinnamate. Sometimes you'll see sinoxate instead of that term. Sometimes you'll see something called octocrylene. Sometimes you'll see avobenzone. Sometimes you'll see oxybenzone. These are nasty chemicals. And when I used to make, and I used to have to do it in my pharmacy because I get scripts for them, I would wear a mask when I had to dip my hand in this stuff because the stuff is so darn toxic. So to rub it on your skin, or even worse, on a child's skin or the baby skin, is highly unadvisable. And as far as estrogen goes, guess what? They're very estrogenic. They're very domesticating. They'll shut down they'll antagonize testosterone, and they'll make you run high risks for estrogenic cancers and other diseases. So I would be staying far away from them. You don't want to burn, though, that's for sure. So if you have to wear a sunscreen, wear it, but get it off as soon as possible. Hey, Spanky, I want to get one more call in, buddy, but that was a great call. Appreciate it. Take care, man. Hey, Carl, the Truth Raider, you get the last word, but we only got about a minute. So what's going on?
Once again, Ben. Hey,
yes.
The earlier call there about dental, I guess this seems to be the meme today. Dental problems and ear, nose, and throat problems and difficulties.
Yeah.
Well, my problem's not nearly as bad as the gentleman there that has a great radio
That was
voice.
pretty bad.
Yeah, that's bad. Hey, this simple thing here. I had a good steak dinner, and then I got a piece caught in my throat. Okay, and I almost choked. I got it out. I was lucky. I thought I was going to have an emergency there, but I got it out. And then during the night, I thought another piece got lodged into my what you call the nodule, on the left side tonsil and adenoid area, right there in the left side.
That's part of the circulatory system. That's part of the lymph.
Yeah. And how do I get that out? Because I have a stone in there now, and it's painful.
I wish we had more time. You got to move the lymph. That's a sign the lymphatic system is starting to stagnate and get filled with toxicity. So you got to move the lymph. Like a rebounder. Stay away from any problem foods. Everything we really talk about, Truth Raider. Hey, call tomorrow. I'll get you first up, okay? And we'll talk about that. It's a good subject. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for listening, friends. Have an awesome, beautiful, spectacular day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.